So we have 4 more examples. We have here 8 times negative 21, which is going to be negative 168. And then b is still staying on bottom, so 22. We need things that multiply to get negative 168 and add to get 22. So I know one's going to be positive and one's going to be negative because it multiplies to get a negative number. So 168, I might think of a whole bunch of things. 1 times 168, 2 times 84. Basically, I'm just going to take 168 and divide by numbers like 3. And that's going to be 3 times 66, I think. Or we just keep going, like dividing by 4, we get 4 times 40. 42. But I'm just going to keep looking like, does 42 and 4, do they add up to 22? The answer so far is no, those ones haven't worked. So I'm going to just tell you that the answer here is 6, and that gives you 28. So 6 times 28 is 168. I know that those are 22 apart, and in order to get a positive 22, I would need a positive 28, and then I'm going to subtract 6. So I'm going to have 168. So I have 8x squared. I have 28 x's. I have negative 6x. And I have the negative 21 at the end. So if I'm looking at this, I can see that these have 2 in common along with an x in common. That leaves me with 4 times x, because 2 times 4 is 8. X times x is x squared. 4 times something is getting me 28. That number is 7. 4 times 7. 7 times something is negative 21. That number is negative 3. I can check by saying, okay, negative 3. Negative 3 times 2x would give me the negative 6x that I'm thinking of. So I know that these are my factors here. I'm going to write them as 4x minus 3 times 2x plus 7, just like that. All right. On my next one here, I see that I have a common term of 2 at least. So that's going to give me 8x squared plus 10x plus 3. So those are the numbers I'm going to use in order to move forward. So 8 times 3 would be 24. 10 goes on the bottom. My numbers multiply to get 24, add to get 10, that's 6 and 4. So I have 8x squared, that's here, 3, that's here. The 10 is made out of 6 x's and 4 x's. Looking for things they have in common. These two have 2 in common. They have an x in common. This one needs an x as well, so x times x is x squared. 2 times 4 is 8. 4x times something gives me 4x. It's just by itself, so I'm going to put a 1 up there. 1 times something gives me 3. That's 3. 2x times 3 is 6x. So we see a very similar problem here to the one that we just did. We have 4x plus 3 times 2x plus 1. That would be our answer. However, because we took that 2 out from the beginning, right? Remember we took the 2 out. I'm going to put that 2 right back in front. Right, so that 2 needs to stick around because we didn't do anything with it yet. Cool. Looking at this next example, I don't have anything in common, so I'm going to do 3 times negative 12. It's going to give me negative 36. Negative 5 is on the bottom. 36 is 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9. I see 4 and 9, those are 5 apart. So I know that I've got 4 and 9 here. I need a negative 5. That means I want to do 4 minus 9. So that's going to put that one there. So I have 3x squared, the negative 12. The negative 5x is split between 4x's and negative 9x's. I see the negative here, so I'm going to put a negative up here. I know that they have a 3 in common. That 3 is multiplied times 3 to give me here. I have x and x. X times something gives me 4x. That would be 4. 4 times negative 3 gives me negative 12. So I have x minus 3 times 3x plus 4. Just like that. And then our final example for today will be 4 times 1, which is 4. 4 is on the bottom here. Multiply to get 4 and add to get 4, that's 2 and 2. So I have 4x squared. I have my 4x's being split into 2x and 2x. And finally my positive 1 is here. I try to start with this box. That's the easiest. X times x gives me the x squared. I see that these have 2 in common. I see that these also have 2 in common. That makes sense to me because 2 times 2 is 4. 2x times 1, and then 2x times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So I see that I have 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. These are exactly the same, so if we want, we can combine them into 2x plus 1 squared. Ask questions, please, please, please. This is a complicated skill, so let us know what you got. Thanks.